All right, so this is my 2022 Georgia G.I. Joe Fest haul. I got a whale for 75 bucks. I'm gonna customize it. All right, here's my whale that I got at the G.I. Joe convention. I'm about to paint it. I was able to get it apart, which is very nice. All right, well, I'm always amazed at what a layer of paint can do. So originally this whale was all dinged up like it is here because I'm not gonna paint the bottom. But now it's got a fresh drying paint, coat of black paint on the bottom and sand on the top. I think it looks great. Okay, here's where I'm at so far. I'm getting ready to build something so that this can go in the middle. I found that this G.I. Joe hovercraft is actually based on a Vietnam era hovercraft. It's a really interesting looking vehicle. It's got one propeller. There were 6 of them built, 3 for the Navy and 3 for the Army back in the late 60s. And 3 were lost. But yeah, it's interesting if you ever get a chance to look at it. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but just Google Vietnam era hovercraft and it'll come up. And it looks very similar to this with some notable differences. So I don't think it's realistic to have 2 guns next to each other because they can only shoot one way. Why just have one gun in the middle? So I'm going to 3D print something for that. And then I'm 3D printing the covers for the propellers. And then I've already 3D printed this and these and another number of other items. The blades, the fins. So yeah, it's coming along. All right, this is the completed whale, my whale anyway. I did it my whale. Anyway, I got this at the G.I. Joe convention for $75, and then just put a lot of work into it to change it, to make it look, I think, more realistic, to make it more of the actual 1/18 scale rather than the G.I. Joe scale. What was that, like maybe 119 or 120? The little 80s action G.I. Joe action figures, they're a little small. So I got these depth charges, and they all have little decals on. For the propeller, weird thing happened, I lost one of the propellers, so I had to end up making my own because I wasn't about to buy another. But they turned out fine. They don't spin, but that's okay. They look good. It's all about aesthetics with these toys. Got some decals on there, and then on the front here, we have this shark mouth, and so I replaced the little push button with an anchor. And I replaced the cannons, which I thought were unrealistic, with lights. Yep, and yeah, so I'm happy with how it turned out. I've always wanted to try to kid bash one of these whales. And inside we've got a couple troops ready to go. You know that the payload for this vehicle isn't very large, so it only fits, you know, like, I don't know, maybe 4 people down in the bottom. So really they're just using this giant vehicle to ship 4 people onto the land, which seems a little inefficient, but whatever. And yeah, I mean, in real life there's a similar one to this. There's a couple. There's one from Vietnam that's like this. It's kind of a monster. It's about this size. And then there's the ones that are larger that actually carry vehicles. So obviously G.I. Joe did what they did with what they had, and I think it turned out fine. So anyway, thank you for watching.